and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about some of the pickups and finds that I found last month. This is an album I bought at the local coin shop down the road from my house. I seen it, I had to get it. I found a few in circulation already, but this is a 50 state set on a 1990 cent of the individual states, starting with Arizona and leads down to Wyoming. So 50 cents. And yeah, eventually I'll get another album and put them in, but for the meantime, I thought this was a really good deal. I kind of liked them. The counter stamped ones I got North Carolina, and I found New York, and I got one that has a Kennedy on it. I kind of fancy that one too. But yeah, I had one that had a heart on it, but I can't find it anymore. So yeah, I think they're interesting. They're something different. Here are a few of the rolls that I kept. I've gone through at least a box of pennies, a box of nickels, and probably half a box of quarters, and a couple rolls of dimes. But I kept these ones because they were all 2022. And I broke open some of the cents already and the dimes and found quite a few errors. I take scoping in large amounts, and I got to take a break for quite some time. It gets a little monotonous. But at least with the quarters, they're Wilma Mankiller quarters, brand new. I didn't even find them in circulation until I come across this whole complete roll. But yeah, I'll keep a hold of them, or I might make a trade with somebody for them. I also bought this stack of 100 pressed penny flips. I got those because I do have quite a few albums. Here's one of them. And I got most of my North Carolina ones in here. But the only bad thing about these albums is you can't see the other side. So I have decided to flip them. Then I'll get a folder and I'll put them in here, make my own album. Here I already started flipping some up. Pepsi and Mountain Dew. I got those from New Bern, but I also got a bunch from Myrtle Beach, Second Avenue Pier down in Myrtle Beach. Actually, the whole stack, this stack and this stack here, was all from Myrtle Beach, from a trip down to Myrtle Beach. So it was North Myrtle Beach and Myrtle Beach. But yeah, I got a big collection. I started real heavily into it last year. I took a trip out to Utah, and that was one of my things. I stopped. I got pressed pennies. I got postcards. Here I got a couple more pickups from another coin shop in Wilmington. I got a 1 ounce cent with wheat ears on the back. You got a really nice odd verse. I also picked up a Kennedy silver plate. Also a very awesome looking reverse. I kind of fancy a good old Kennedy once in a while. I picked up 2 centavos. I just think that they're an awesome design. I'm trying to complete a complete album of them. I think they're awesome. And I also got 2 large Canadian cents. Now, being as I got a bunch of Canadian large cent, I have no U.S. large cents. But I come across them in a world coin grab bag, and over the last year, every time I see them, I buy them. So eventually I'll find a folder or a binder. Hopefully I can get one from Lighthouse and it'll match the rest of my Canadian albums. And I'll fill that up. Here are some of the quarters that I found in circulation. A W. I got 5 proofs. And I got a D, a Maya Angelou D. Being in North Carolina, we get a lot of P's. But occasionally we come across the D's. And I'd figure, I made the assumption that being on the East Coast and being in Camp Lejeune area, you know, we got Camp Lejeune, Seymour Johnson, and Fort Bragg all within a 50-mile radius. I figured, well, being military, people would go home, come back, and have change. And usually I get a good fair share of D's and S's in my sense. But usually with the quarters, I don't get too many D's. But this is the first W I found in 3 months. So I am glad that I'm still being able to find them. And the proofs, they come and go. I find one proof every month, but for some reason last month I found 5 of them. And then you never know, next month I could find none. But yeah, it keeps me busy. Here's a couple more coins I got to fill my albums up with. I got from various coin shops over, I would say, the last 4 or 5 months. But yeah, I got some really nice gem BUs. I got a 1980 proof, a Barber dime I needed, and the V-nickel I needed. But one of the reasons I'm throwing these out here is every single one of these have different writing, different styles of information. Simple, kind of very simple here and here. This one's written down on the bottom, yellow highlighted over the $10. I didn't pay $10 for it, but it was in a bargain bin. Even this $10 1969D Kennedy half dollar, 40%er, I didn't pay $10 for it either. But Bing's, this one here, it's catchy. Now, I asked you, would you buy it because of the pretty writing? You know, it's eye-catching. This one's got a little tag on it. I think that they changed the tags out, you know, prices go up, prices go down. But here's one in purple pen. Very simple. Here's 2 different color. Even the proof, it's in multicolor. And pretty decent penmanship. For a proof, this was listed as $7, but I know I didn't pay $7 for it. But yeah, I'm throwing out the question, what do you think, and how would you do your flips? Either to keep or to resell. Do you label them in such a way that it grasps people's attention? You know, they look and they see it, it's written pretty, it looks nice. Does that contribute to the higher value of the coin? This one says Gem BU. It's definitely beautiful. I would say it's Gem BU, but it's not slabbed, not certified. I would send it in. I'm not into slab coins, but I will take this out and put it in my folder that I need. It's a spot filler. Even the Barber, I mean, it's in really nice condition. But it'll come out and it'll get put into a folder. I see a lot of people here, you know, they use 3 staples. Some people use 4 staples. That looks like a micro stapler. These staples look a little bigger. Obviously the fold, well, this one doesn't even have a fold. This one has no staples, but it must be the glue, self-adhesive one. Yeah, it's curious. How do you staple and how do you fill out your flips? Curious minds want to know. If you like this, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Have a grateful day.